In this video, we're going to cover how to ingest data from an Azure Event Hub. As a prerequisite, I've already configured Azure activity logs to be sent over to the Event Hub, and I've also already installed the Splunk add-on for Microsoft Cloud Services. Okay, so let's jump in. We're going to go into Splunk, and we'll select our app, the Splunk add-on for Microsoft Cloud Services. Now, before we can actually set up the input, we need to go into the configuration and give it some credentials. We're going to do this via an Azure app account. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add, and then we'll give it a name. Just use Splunk Demo. Then we're going to need a client ID, a client secret, and a tenant ID. For this, we're going to need to jump over to Azure and set those up. So let's jump in. We're going to go to Microsoft Entra ID, and then we're going to create ourselves an app registration. I'll hit New Registration. And then we'll give this a name as well. I'm just going to keep the default since I'm just in a single tenant, and then go ahead and hit register. It's going to create that app registration. And then you'll see we have our client ID here and our tenant ID. I'm going to go ahead and copy. And we'll paste these in. Grab the tenant ID. As you notice, we still don't have the client secret, so we need to go and set that part up now. So back in Azure, we're going to click on Certificates and Secrets. And then I'm going to click Add New Client Secret here. The default is for it to expire in 6 months. I'm just going to go ahead and keep that, but you can modify it if you want. I'll keep 6 months though. Click Add. And then we have our client secret. There's 2 different values here. So there is the value field, and then there's the secret ID. We want the value. So we'll go ahead and copy that value. Go back into configuration and paste that in for the client secret. And we'll click Add. So now we have an Azure app account. We still need to give it permissions though to be able to pull from those event hubs. So for that, we're going to go and grant it permissions. Go back into Azure, click on subscription. We'll hit access control and then add role assignment. To be able to pull from the Event Hub, we need to give it the Event Hub data receiver permissions. So I'm just going to type in Event Hub here. And we'll see Event Hub's data receiver. Select it, click Next. And now we need to assign a member. That is what we set up in the previous step as that app registration. So I'll search for it. Splunk Demo. Select it. And then hit Review and Assign. All right, it should have the permissions now. So now we can jump back over to Splunk, and we're going to go to our inputs and actually set up the input. I'm going to click on Create New Input, and then Azure Event Hub. Give it a name. And then the Azure App Account, that's what we set up over on the Configuration tab. And then we need to get the Event Hub namespace. So we'll jump back over into Azure. And then we'll go to our Event Hub. And so this is the namespace. You'll see here the host name. That is what we need to copy. And that's going to go right here for the Event Hub namespace FQDN. And then we need the actual Event Hub name as well. So we'll jump back over. We'll click on Event Hubs. And then we'll see that Event Hub that was created for those activity logs. I'm just going to copy this and paste it in. So for the consumer group, I'm not going to change that from default. You won't have to mess with this unless you're pulling from Splunk and then some other source that's not Splunk. You won't have to mess with consumer groups. Max wait time, max batch size, we're going to leave as defaults. IMQP over WebSocket. I will talk to that. So these are essentially protocols, the IMQP protocol. If you were to set it to IMQP, you just need to make sure that you have port 5671. And if you're using a proxy, 5672, open from your Splunk instance over to Azure. Using IMQP over WebSocket goes over 443. So we're going to go ahead and just go with that method. We're going to send to the default index. I will change this source type. Azure Monitor Activity. And then click Add. All right, we'll jump over to search. And if everything worked out correctly, we should be getting some logs. Go to type in index equals main, and then search. And there we go. We have some logs coming in.